I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And so I'm going to jump right in with the first question, which is, can you talk to me a little bit about your background and experiences related to the emotional aspects of learning?
Okay. Sarah, actually, to start with, I'm a faculty in management and I have no connection with literature or something else.
Perfect.
But the thing is, what made me to think about this topic is while we are dealing with students, especially the management students who come from different disciplines for management, that is for their masters, they might be coming from engineering background, literature. The thing is, they lack interest in the subject. So, the pedagogy which we follow is actually, it won't create any interest to the learners. We know that on a global level itself, globally, the education undergoes a lot of changes. We know that education cover, that means it converges as well as diverges. Earlier, the pedagogy which we adopt, it misses a lot of change things. That means the learner, the role of learner, it is zero. Because the teacher, he or she decides what a learner should learn. There is no role for learner, for what methods, which books to refer, what should be the syllabus, what is the focus point. Learner has no role and he is very passive. So that induces me. And the great change implemented is Heutagogy, where the learner has a major role and they are having a personalized learning option. And one is using emotional experience. Here, the learner gets record freedom in the process of education. He or she gets opinion to what, where, why, and from where to how to, from where till they can decide from where and how to learn. They can decide the online platforms, they can decide the subject that they want to learn, they can decide the methodology. But the thing is, since my background is entirely different, there comes the rule. If they are connected to the subject, that means if they are having an emotional connection, I was just connecting with how emotions influence the way the learners absorb, retain, as well as apply their knowledge. Through my research as well as the teaching experience, I have observed that the emotional engagement can significantly influence the learning process. That means they will be having a deep connection to the materials, faculty, the subject. This guided me to write a chapter which connects, which is named as Heutagogy, Weds emotional experience breeds new learning design practices, where I delve into heutagogical principles, then which emphasize learner autonomy. That was the most focus area because here the learner should have autonomy. Earlier, what there was this at a system pedagogy which we focus is simply system oriented. It has nothing to that means there is no choice for the learners. They are forced to learn what that is really forced one. It is a forceful learn. But while it comes to heutagogy, here a high level of themes could be covered if it is related with emotions. If they are emotionally, that's why I have incorporated a narrative technique which is known as Fable and Sushi. Uh, that I contributed with the help of my friend who is into literature. He only suggested me about this topic. Then I just connected it with uh, pedagogy and emotional experience. I thought as a management educator, whichever discipline let it be, it will have a positive influence for both educators as well as the instructional designers. That means that they will be able to create a more learning experience to the learners, and they should not take more effort because if they feel that they are into it, they are constructing it, and they have an emotional connectedness, they will work for it.
Thank you. And First of all, I love that you come from a different discipline, because the broader the range of perspectives, the better, because it's something that affects actually every single one of us, whether as learner ourselves or as instructor or as instructional designer or whatever you fit in the system, it has a huge impact on everybody. So I love the idea that people from different disciplines are coming in to contribute. I think that's great. And then
Thank you.
just 2 seconds on that, because I had never heard of the and I don't know how to pronounce the other one, Fabula and Sujet. How's it? How do you pronounce that
Fabula
word?
and sushi. Fabula and sushi.
Sushi. Okay.
One is Fabula and sushi. Actually, that is what I was telling. Actually, a friend of mine who created interest in literature. Actually, he used to tell me that whatever you people do, you management people or business people do, that is not actually the research. You do empirical research, and it is not having. You are just deducing some findings, and you are just generalizing it. It is not having any. He always used to put blame on science research, and from our interaction only, I came to this concept. It is a narrative technique. Actually, it can be used and from kindergarten, because always we are the people who love stories. Even for this faculty development program which I am attending right now, uh, they are using so much of stories, starting from mythology till the real life stories or from movies, just to inculcate interest among students. So actually, this fable and sushi concept, it is already mentioned in the chapter. It is a concept which is mentioned by Gerard Gennet, and the fabula, it refers to the chronological sequence of events in the story. Actually, I was totally unaware, and for this thing only, I referred articles. I have gone through some people who is good at literature. After that only, and that was a great support from my mother too, because she's from literature. Actually, I got a lot of help from. I owe this to literature people because this is part of their.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you. And so I have one last question, because yours is one of the chapters that provides a great part of the theoretical framework for understanding something about emotional experiences of learning. Can you tell me what you think readers could take and apply practically from your chapter? What's in it for them to apply?
Yes, actually, the focus group which I focus is educators as well as the instructional designers, because they are creating the learning environment. They have to prioritize the emotional resonance by using the narrative techniques like Fabula and Sushi, so that it evoke curiosity and emotional connectedness. And moreover, we are in a world where there are a lot of assignments, projects, presentations. So encourage the learners to reflect their emotional responses and foster a personal connection to this particular material. So they will be able to connect it with their own experience, and it will be great. And they will not forget also. They even if they are coming with a real life challenge, they will be able to apply it in their real life context. Additionally, the Heutagogy framework that can be used to develop self-directed learning modules, where the students can take control of their learning paths, but they should focus on how emotions influence decision making and motivation. That is there, because emotions always, it need not be positive, so they have to focus on it. So by integrating as well as recognizing the emotional elements, educators can facilitate more meaningful, long-lasting experiences that can engage the students both cognitively as well as emotionally,
Great.
and it will last longer for them.
Great. Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's perfect.
All the best.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
Bye.